Hi all, welcome back. I want to talk about two things, particularly Tom Hanks. And as you know, great movie actor, brought a lot of entertainment. Forrest Gump, and that was really well done with the Forrest Gump haircuts. The whole world had to get them after that movie, and it became the fashion. And his movies had a lot of inspiration. He did Castaway. He was a great actor, and everyone went to see Castaway, and it was just about a guy. He'd gone mad on an island by himself, got cast away, obviously, and he had the beach ball and he drew a face on it, and that was his friend. And then he had another movie called Big, where he was a kid and he suddenly was an adult and started to do adult things, which is a bit sort of lefty and crazy. Well, with Tom Hanks disappearing, some people say he's dead, and there's a whole bunch of celebrities seem to have died all around the world, and there does seem to be some sort of madness of killing celebrities going on. I have no idea. All I know is that Tom Hanks had army numbers on the door, which means he's possibly in an underground base, because the place he had a typewriter, only means of communication, which might be true in an army base. They wouldn't let him use Wi-Fi if he's in one of those underground cities for celebrities. So in a virus type situation where they're in fear of riots and of disease, they go underground for safety purposes. And it's talk of him possibly being related to the Rockefellers. So if he was the real Rockefeller son, then he would be one of the elite, one of the top 1%, be right at the top of it. And change his name to Tom Hanks as a movie name, as a lot do. And there's no real history of where Tom Hanks came from, and we've been told it was Rockefeller's son, which would be very interesting. And so that's one possibility. There is rumours going around that he was a pedophile in charge of the Illuminati, an evil guy, and Trump and QAnon had to arrest him. And I've had my doubts about QAnon because I knew it lied about Space Force particularly and going to the moon, and up front lied about it. And we know full well in 1969 that they did not go to the moon, did not have the technology to go to the moon. And with the Devon Island, there's a constant ongoing lie there with the rover on Devon Island, and they just use that as Mars. So what I want to get to is the world order. If celebrities are dying, that is a proof of a changeover. A lot of CEOs are standing down. That is proof of a world takeover, that the Antichrist is here. And then, as one guy said, big clue, the 7-year peace deal with Israel would be, and we're in a scenario in the world right now, we're in a worldwide peace. There is no wars. I used to watch Israeli Live for no news coming out of Syria, because that's what they used to cover. The world is in peace right now. So in the prophecies in the Bible, there's 3.5 years of peace, followed by 3.5 years of war. So as celebrities are going missing and CEOs are standing down, that usually represents a takeover and possibly an antichrist scenario, which could mean that Trump is a major contender for that, or there's another possibility that this Joseph Gregory Harlot character from New Zealand, born between Bethlehem, which was also the birthplace of Jesus, and he reckons he was in a shack of a place near the mount and came from the South Island, the long white cloud, and he reckons he came like Jesus did because he's got this Jesus chromosome, and somehow he had that God gene that Jesus had. And apparently the Pope has taken down his Christ standing Val thing. I don't know what it is, but he's removed that, and that could it's very strange. Either Joseph Gregory Harlot is a fake contender with a real contender, putting him up there first to see what will happen, see how people react, and then go for it. So right now there could be a hidden real contender, as how I would do it if I was an evil dude. I'd put Joseph Gregory Harlot up there, see who goes against him, take note of those people, eliminate them off social media and get rid of them. That's a possibility, because you don't want dissent. You want people to not be informed of you. So you get the guy to take all the flack, and also when we falsely accuse somebody, then the next guy that comes along, it's like, well, you made yourselves look ridiculous by claiming it was this Joseph guy, and then the next guy comes in and just sweeps it, because no one's going to call him the same thing because you've already made that mistake. And people called Obama that. A lot of people are always looking for the Antichrist, but there was no real clue. And Joseph's put up a lot of things like what Jesus did that ties up, but his stories are all lies as well, because he didn't come from the South Island. And he reckons he's got a book from Victoria come to him with a seal and a thumbprint on it, and that he's got all the documentation that it's going to be him. And he looks like a normal Joe Blog guy, so I don't think he is the real contender. I don't think Tom Hanks is dead, but I do think he's underground in an army base. And that's just my thoughts. Put your views in the comments. If you can, subscribe, ring the bell, and so you can be a real follower of me. And when you ring that bell, get notified of my videos. Some of them will be way out there, and some will be right to earth. So it's up to you what you want to follow in my videos. And I just appreciate anybody that can follow me on this. Thank you.